Aswad. Miss Nik Afiq.
I'm Agnes. I'm Janice. I'm Syed. I'm Nicky. So let's start.
We start. So as you can see, mural art is becoming increasingly popular in Malaysia. It is not only a tourist attraction, and it is also a backdrop for locals to take pictures. It is very attractive. So the mural art we're doing is at Laman Seni 7. It is a continuity of the Laman Seni 2 project, and it focuses on the improvement of the use of backland. It is also a platform for the younger generation, especially students, to express their talent and fresh ideas. So it is the Laman Seni 7 is actually a competition. It consists of 4 categories, which is 3D painting, 3D installation, 3D furniture, and the painting on site. And the artists start their work from 18th of April 2014 until the 16th of May 2014, which is last few months.
One month?
Yeah, it's very new one.
Okay.
So this is the introduction for this Laman Seni. And move on, this is our chosen mural arts, which is the Bumiku, the Quick Smoking, and Malaysia Paradise. Yes.
So for the first mural art is quick smoking. As you can see that there are 2 different types of lungs. One belongs to the smoker and one belongs to the non-smoker. So for the artist of this mural art is Shafiq Rashid bin Abdul Jalil. He is currently 20 years old and he lives in Taman Dagang, and he is also a student from UiTM Shah. So this mural art is actually telling us that we should stop smoking because smoking will cause serious illness and it will harm our health. And sorry. Okay, so for the mural, this mural art, it uses 3D installation, and the artist also uses the minimalist concept, and it also states that a smoker may look physically healthy, but not in the inside. So these are the 5 concepts that can be found in the mural art. The first one is physical appearance, first impression, visual preference, self-perception, and verbal messages. So for the first one is physical appearance. As you can see that there are 2 different types of lungs. One belongs to the smoker and one belongs to the non-smoker. So the smoker lungs, you can see that it's dirty looking, it's more damaged compared to the smoker lungs, which is the non-smoker lung, which is bright, clean, and healthy. And in this mural art, non-verbal communication is also used to provide a visual to communicate the differences between 2 lifestyles. One is the non-smoker and one is the smoker.
Okay, so for the second concept is actually first impression. When you first see the mural art, you actually think that there are 2 contrasting images of 2 lungs, which is one is the dirty looking and one is the healthier one. And then the viewers will be disgusted by looking at the lungs on the left because it's damaged by smoking, and not on the right one because it's actually healthy. And also through the slogan, the viewers will tend to realize that they belong to 2 different types of people, which is the smoker and the non-smoker. So for the third concept, which is verbal communication, the slogan actually sends the messages while the visual of the deteriorated lungs reinforces it in the viewer's mind. So this forces smokers to re-evaluate their habits, and also by reminding them about the effects of smoking and what it will affect to their body, and which they cannot see. And for the fourth concept is actually visual preference. The first response of the viewer towards the mirror is discussed towards the lung on the left, which is the smoker's lung, preferring the healthier lung of the right. The visual preference towards the healthy lung discourages the viewer to smoke. Also, they want them to relate to the image of their healthy and non-smoker's lung. So for the 5th concept, which is the last concept, is actually self-perception. And the image of the smoker's lung makes the viewer, especially the smokers, to reflect on their habits, giving them a glimpse of what they could be happening to their lungs which they cannot see. And also the smokers in particular are alerted to the fact that while they may look and feel healthy, the real effects are the one which is inside, which they cannot see. So the self-reflection encourages smokers to stop smoking. So for the second mural art is Bumiku.
Yeah. So we move on to second art we've chosen is called Bumiku. So basically, the artist of this art is Zaini, who came from Penang, and he participated in so many art events such as public art event and Penang art exhibition. So basically, the art is made by recycled materials such as plastic forks, spoons, cups, and others, and are transformed into a forest of flora and fauna. And it inspires viewers to reduce, reuse, and recycle. And it implements the concept of reuse, reduce, and recycle materials from.
Okay, so these are among the few concepts we could extract from this mural artwork. So them being the first impression, perception, organizational communication, and also non-verbal communication. Okay, moving on. So organizational communication. This mural art is actually drawn by the Z Art group. This is actually to communicate the ideas of reusing, reducing, and recycling used materials rather than throwing them away. Yes. Also, another concept is the concept of perception. This is from what we could actually see from analyzing the mural, is that from the artist's perspective, the mural represents importance of and potential of reducing, reusing, and recycling used materials. He does this by incorporating interesting materials, colors, sizes, patterns, shapes, and things like that. However, from the perspective of the audience, the ideas of reducing, reusing, and recycling used materials may not be too strong, as we can only see the reusing of the materials. It's not so much recycling the materials or reducing the usage of it. It's more taking used materials and giving them a different purpose. In this case, turning it into a piece of mural art. So, in conclusion, perception between the artist, perception interpretation between the artist and the audience may vary and differ. Okay, so the next one would be the concept of first impression. From a first impression, when viewers actually see this mural artwork, what strikes them is actually the variety of colors, the interesting materials used, the different sizes of the patterns, and also it's generally attractive. So it conveys its message by actually attracting the attention of the audience and viewers with all of its different artistic effects. And while the audience is pulled and attracted to this mural artwork, it relays the underlying message of inspiring the audience to reduce, reuse, and recycle used materials. Yes. So this mural actually has a concept of non-verbal communication that does not use any verbal mediums to relay its message. The artist behind this mural, Mr. Zart, is trying to remind us about the various uses of everyday materials and how we should find different ways to reuse them instead of just simply throwing these materials away. So he does this form of communication about recycling through his creative techniques of actually transforming these used materials into an art form. So it attracts the attention of the viewer whilst also relaying the message of reusing used materials.
And the third mural art we chosen is Malaysian Paradise. It's actually painting on site mural art. And the door I represent as the laundry chair. Yeah. And about the artist is from Sinchuan Merch. They established in 2010. and they are filmed by like few artists, and they are from Kota Kinabalu, Sabah. Yeah, and these are part of the members. Yeah. And about the mural arts, like the mural show the relaxation and the heavenfulness of the Malaysia, and it's surrounded by beach, and the clear message given to the audience is like show how beautiful and gorgeous is the nature here. Yeah. Yeah, and the concept of the mural art is like dress code, first impression, and body movement, gesture, and expression, and proximity. And for the dress code, because the theme of the mural art is Tropicana, so the lady is wearing a green floral dress and holding a beach hat with a hibiscus flower on her head. And the hibiscus flower on her hair represents the national flower in Malaysia, which also means the Malaysian paradise. And the dress she's wearing is actually match the background and the theme of the mural art. Yeah.
So for the first impression of this mural, you can it has a very relaxing feel to it, and it gives the sense of being in the beach. And it is also very interactive and inviting because there's another long chair at the side for the viewers to lean back against and take picture with it. Yeah, thanks. And for the body movement, you can see the lady on the right. She's lying on the beach, long chair, and her hand is stroking her hair, and another hand is also holding her beach hat. And one of her legs is slightly bending in a comfortable position to show that she's. And for the last one will be proximity. Because through the mural, the locals can receive a sense of proximity through their familiarity with the elements, certain elements on the mural. As you can see, there are like nasi lemak, shaved ice, which ice kacang, displayed on the table next to the lady. Yeah, so that's all.